I just had a problem with the project, so I want to talk to my partner just a second.
Hey YouTube, hey Facebook, hey Daily Motion. We are going live and we are waiting for a little bit, like maybe a 15-minute delay, but then after that we'll get started and live streaming pleasure. Everything will be good. Thanks guys. Just wait tight.
That's our main job, but we also work kind of extended. So they don't have people on the ground. They have a lot of e-commerce and marketplaces. You might know Daraz. Tobago, that's like very local for these countries. Yeah, it's very, very B2C focused. But I mean, easy taxi is obviously not going that well in Southeast Asia. But I also, yeah, it's too. I think in South America, Myanmar is of course difficult, but we see a lot of potential. But not only actually, they original
Yeah, I used to have a very I was there when they transitioned from the old black market to and then going to it was fascinating. I was there when
Cool. Let's look around, yeah? See you later. And do we catch up?
All right.
Which room? Yeah, here.
Get going in about 5 minutes.
everyone. Hi guys, we're about to start the Moxxers demo day in a little bit, in a few minutes. If get everybody to come sit down, find a place to sit, find a comfortable place with a good view of the screen. I'm Ryan Patrick, the program director. It's nice to see you guys here. Thanks so much for coming out to demo day. So if I could ask the startups in the back, you guys know who you are, batch 3. Time to come back down over here, you know the routine. I'll be asking again in about a minute or so we can start in the next 2 or 3 minutes. Thanks guys. And we're live streaming to Facebook, YouTube, and Daily Motion all at the same time, so hello all you viewers. Cheers. Some of them look faster than others. All right, everybody. If I could ask Stefano in the back and everybody else back there, could you please come up to the front and come hang out, find a chair, find a seat, make your way down here. I know there's a lot to catch up about, but if we do that after the amazing startups, go ahead and start talking. I appreciate it. Come on, everybody. Make your way down over here to the seats, please. There we go. Got some more people coming down here. Let's see some, there we go, filling seats. Pretty good, not too late. All right, guys. Few last people got the startups. Jeremy, all you guys back there, come on. Bring attention over here, sit down, find some seats. Come on, guys. We're gonna start. Let's do it. Find some seats, get to the area. You guys know your routine. Great. All right, guys, there we go, almost. All right, here we go. Right there. All right, everybody, hey, how we doing? How's everyone doing? You guys doing good? Woo! Yeah, here we go. MOX Batch 3 Demo Day coming at you live in Singapore. I am absolutely ecstatic to present these startups here and help share their stories with everybody here. MOX is, let's see, oh, we've got some more people coming in. And 1 second, let me just turn on the music. It's right here. Boom. All right. All right, guys, there we go, thanks. So, MOX Batch 3 Demo Day. Here we are bringing 6 startups from all over the world to you today, and they're going to pitch their amazing journeys, their stories, what they're doing, their numbers, their tracking. It's fantastic. So today, when you are watching and you're tweeting and you're commenting on Facebook or doing whatever you want to do, please add MOX Life and MOX Demo Day 3. With these tags, we will follow you back. We will like you, we will favorite you, we will do everything we can and help share your content as well. and to make as much possible these hashtags trending on all social media. So remember, Mox Life, hashtag Mox Life, hashtag Mox Demo Day 3. All right, and then, oh, I can turn it back if you guys want to take the group real quick. There you go, no worries. Yeah, Mox Life is our creed. Mox Life. All right, so for all the investors and everybody else out there, if you want to contact and talk to one of these startups right away, if you want their deck, if you want their information, if you want the YouTube video or the live stream video that we're doing right now and want to share it, and you want their angel list and everything, it's all built into a website to make it very easy for everyone to access this information. So all it is it's either this link or you go to our website, which is mobileonlyx.com, and then go to Demo Day, and then it takes you directly to the website. It has every single startup, every founder, their bios, who they are, what they are, and all their presentation decks, materials, all available for everyone, making it as easy as possible to share to as many people. All right? So, to talk a little bit about what an accelerator is, what we do, what our focus is, I would like to welcome on stage our Managing Director, William Balbine. Please give a loud round of applause. Thanks, guys.
Thanks a lot. So I was just talking to Ross back there, and he realized that a lot of you don't know what MOX is. And so we'll get through the quick part. What's an accelerator? You're in Singapore, you're very familiar with what accelerators are. We're a traditional Silicon Valley style accelerator. So we invest in all the companies that we work with. We put them through a 3-month program on site, living and working with us side by side. We are mentorship driven and we're later stage. So our companies already have users. They already have products. Most of them already have revenue. Over half have already raised money. And 10 to 20% are already profitable before they come to us. And what we focus on doing is taking them cross-border, and our mentors, 275 mentors now, help our startups on a one-on-one basis, because not all of our startups need help with the same things. So we're a mentor-driven program, and there's a lot of mentors in the audience today, so thank you very much for mentoring. Yeah. So and then we are a 3-month program that caps with a demo day. So welcome to Demo Day. We've got thousands of people, actually tens of people on the live stream, catching the recordings, and all of you here. But this is the artificial pressure that we put on our startups to get their shit together and ship, especially across our different countries. So what is MOX? So MOX is an accelerator program, but it's also a long-term partnership between the startups and us at MOX. So we focus on taking companies from around the world into the next 4 billion mobile consumers. Southeast Asia, South Asia, India, Middle East, to some extent Africa, Latin America, and South America. So these are people, the consumers, who their first experience with the internet is through a mobile phone. Okay, not like you guys, probably PC. You know, in the US, you have a lot of people who started off analog. I started off analog. I'm that old. But first experience with the internet on a phone. And they're different than the rest of us. They have different needs, they have different requirements, and they monetize differently. So what we do is we help companies from around the world localize, optimize their platforms and products and services for those user groups, country by country, India, Indonesia, Thailand, Philippines, Vietnam, and then monetize. But the most important thing that we do is we help with user acquisition. So MOX, I'm going to describe how MOX got its start to give you some background. So if you're familiar with China, there's a company called Xiaomi, and there's a business model called the Shanghai model. Okay? And Xiaomi and companies like them, they sell their mobile phones, but they do not make money on the phones. They make money on the ecosystem of services that go on the phones. And that's what we do. We brought that model out of China 3 or 4 years ago, but without the phones. So we partnered with the local distributors, the phone distributors in the emerging markets around the world, in these mobile-first, mobile-only markets. And we said, hey, listen, you're selling LG, you're selling Samsung, you're selling Lenovo phones, but you're also selling your own brand phones. You're buying them from Chinese factories, they're slapping your brand on, and you're selling them. They're $50 to $200 phones. They started off with feature phones, now they're Android. Let's partner. You know, if you tell the factory to put our Android operating system, our OS, on the phone in the factory, any money that we make from that ecosystem, we will share with you. So that's what MOX is. We have 130 million smartphones on our ecosystem. We have payment platform partners, we have advertising platform partners, and the key thing here is we help mobile entrepreneurs with their #1 problem, which is user acquisition. Because right now, if you're a mobile entrepreneur, VCs won't generally look at you. The amount of investment going into mobile startups right now is pretty damn close to zero. Why? Because the cost of customer acquisition, okay, is a lot higher than the lifetime value, unless you're a crazy game. So the only people who can afford to acquire users are big Chinese players, okay, and games. So if you have an awesome app, it doesn't matter how good your app is, how much people love your app. No one will ever see your app unless you have the money to pay Google and Facebook and some Chinese players for ad space. And that's not happening. And so that's where MOX come in. We try and bridge that gap between the startups who have awesome products that the users love, and we define love as 15 to 25% 30-day retention. So think about it. How many of the apps that you use on your phones do you still use after 30 days? Any? Very, very low. So for us, we only work with the best of the best from around the world, where people download their apps and 30 days later, a quarter to a fifth of them are still using those apps. So the best of the best. And then we invest, and what we do is we help them localize and optimize market by market for the markets where we're active in. So what's our approach? The key here is we invest, we give the user acquisition, and then we revenue share and we take equity. So we're a little bit different than most accelerators in that we do take revenue share. But we don't make money unless the startup makes money. So, how does it work? Because we're a platform, we have awesome access to data. Bubble Eyes in the audience, we collect mad data and we do crazy things with it. No personal, no PII, no personally identifiable information, but the amount of data that we collect on the users allows us to monetize in amazing ways. So for example, we collect data on our small firm users that one of our MOX 1 companies, Demis, can use to generate a credit score. So there are 530 million credit scores in Southeast Asia, but over 2 billion phone users. We can generate credit scores on the other 1.6, 1.8 billion people. We provide help with localization, and then our focus is cross-border growth, and then finally, of course, making money. So again, it's all about our mentors. We have over 270 mentors. Bertrand, he's the CEO of App Annie. App Annie is the gold standard in terms of data for apps. They have over 1 million apps using the App Annie platform. They raised over $150 million, and Bertrand stopped by MOX Batch 2 to share his insights one-on-one as well as with the Taiwan community. Ronan is at AppsFlyer. So we are revenue share based, and we use AppsFlyer for third-party attribution, so everybody knows how much money they're supposed to get. And of course, Andy Tian, his second startup was sold to Zynga China. He ran Zynga China, and now he's got the #1 live streaming platform in a number of countries, including Taiwan, Hong Kong, and Japan. So MOX, we're a $300 million fund. We invest globally by sector. I'm not going to go into our other programs, but we're #1 in the world in hardware investment. We're #1 in the world in crowdfunding. 10% of the $1 Million Club on Kickstarter went through our programs. We're #1 in the world in biotech, including cultured food, like beef without the cow and milk without the cow. and we're #1 in the world in food tech and ag tech. We invest in a lot of companies, 195 companies a year across 7 programs. We have over 700 companies in the portfolio. So last year, TechCrunch, Crunchbase named us the most active early stage investor in the world. And then they also at the same time named us the #2 most active seed investor in the world behind 500. And 500 is actually a close partner of ours. And as of the second quarter of 2017, we are actually now the #1 most active seed investor in the world. We did almost 60 investments in the quarter. We're not all about saving the world and making the world a better place, but we're also about making money. So we've been around since 1996. We've done a lot of investments. The key is that we have returns. So our net realized IRR over 18 years is 36%. That means after fees, on a cash-on-cash basis, we return 36% compounded for 18 years. And that's not my track record. I only joined 3 years ago, but I hope to follow it. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Ryan to tell you what we do believe in.
All right.
Thanks, Aaron. Thanks. All right, so all of that is amazing, but why we do this and what we believe in and what drives us? Simple. We believe in making the impossible inevitable. So helping people who want to change the way and the structure and help better the world, we try to help enable them as much as we can to make those things a reality. We believe in building unique, high-value accelerator programs. Just like William said, they're very vertical. They're very specialized, and they're driven by incredibly professional and passionate individuals all around the world. Third, we want to provide deep, personal, and meaningful mentorship. That meaningful part is really, really, really important because to accelerate and actually succeed in these markets, you need the help and the mentorship on a personal level to help you get there with the entrepreneurs. And then again, invest to make the world a better place. These are the values set forth in 20 years ago when we started, and we're still pushing them today, and they're very close to our hearts and everything we do. All right, guys. With that, that's enough of that. I know that you guys didn't come here to hear us talk about what we do or what our values are. You came here to hear amazing pitches from 6 startups coming from all over the world to Singapore to talk to you guys. So real quick before we go, let's get the energy up one more time. Let's give a big round of applause to all these teams coming here from all over the world. Yeah, Moxxers, they've worked so hard to come up here and pitch. And let's see, this mic is a little sensitive. We can get it down a little bit. But if we could, these teams have come so far just to pitch here. And they've done so much hard work, working in the offices so late. And so it's beyond me. I'm so excited to come here and have the opportunity to present to you guys these teams. All right, so without any further ado, let's get into the pitches. First team on stage, please give a loud round of applause for Skria. Come on, there we go. Thank you. All right.
So, we familiar with this? People take food at restaurants, pictures of food at restaurants all the time. And they love posting this on their social networks, such as Facebook and Instagram, right? And as we know, the most powerful advertising is the word of mouth advertising. However, restaurants cannot take advantage of this and drive that into sales. What they can do is buy ads on Facebook, which will give them fake likes and very few customers. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to Skria. What Skria is, we are an app-based marketing platform which leverages social into real customers, paying customers. And what we do is, through our unique rebate and referral program, loyalty program, these users, every time they use Skria for a purchase at any of our merchants, such as restaurants, they get cash back. And when they share their experiences on social networks, both the user as well as their friends get cash back. Yeah, cash back, right? And the best part is, Now, restaurants, they never have to pay for wasted advertising ever again. Now, how does Skrill work? This is how Skrill works. All you do is download Skrill on your phone, and then sign up for an account. Go through the app, you can find your favorite merchants using our nearby feature or the listing feature. You can find merchants such as, of course, like restaurants, hairdressers, massage, get a coffee, even car wash, any merchant that you can think of globally, locally as well as globally. All you do is present your QR code upon payment. The merchant shall scan your QR code and reward you points according to how much money you spent there. You can look at your statement of points, where you spent your money, how much you spent, as well as how much points you collected. All you do is do whatever you're supposed to be doing, spend your money as what the merchants are billing you, and just earn your points. It's downloadable right now on both Google as well as iOS. Now, restaurants really love us because we are success-based. Restaurants decide how much rewards and how much rebate they want to give back to users. They can decide from 1%, 2%, or even up to 10%. What we do is we take this percentage back, give it back to users, and we get a little commission in between. So this is why restaurants really love us, because we don't waste their money. Now, meet Eddie. He runs a very successful restaurant back in Taiwan. And he used to pop up on Facebook every single month, about $200 to $300. He's getting a lot of likes, but he doesn't know how much of these likes are turning into real customers until he started using Skrill. Topped up $300 with Skrill with 3% kickback, and for the first month, we drove $10,000 US of revenue to his restaurant. There's a lot of ladies out there, I believe. Now, this is a big market out there. Right now in Taiwan, there's approximately 700,000 registered merchants. And with that being said, there's, of course, with the MOX program, we're taking our app into areas such as Thailand, Hong Kong, and more China, and also India in the future. And we've done a calculation and accumulation of, there's about 6 million restaurants, just restaurant F&B merchants out there. How is Skrill different to other restaurant recommendation apps? Well, the big difference is we drive sales through full attribution and zero discounting, which means restaurants do not have to sacrifice the pricing or the product in order to gain sales. So that's what we do. We drive all these sales there, and we encourage people sharing this on their social platform, because when they share this stuff on the social platform, when they drive their friends here to these places, both the user and the friends get cashback rewards. Now, to make this happen, it's founded by me and my co-founder standing over there. So I'm the CEO, where I used to be a practicing lawyer. I used to work at ING Insurance, and then after that, I came out of my comfort zone and started doing F&B business about 12 years ago, where I was involved in venues such as Luxy, as well as award-winning places such as Core and Omni in Taipei. And with that being said, I've gained a lot of experience in advertising, marketing, event planning, and branding, and stuff like that. And my CTO here, Sandy, is a very experienced programmer, where he designed and also built a lot of platforms for consumer brands such as Mercedes-Benz, record labels like Warner and Universal Records, and as well as a lot of top-tier ranked websites in Taiwan. So we both know the consumer side as well as the retail side. So we are in this industry, and we know how to scale really well. So gamifying this app is a very important key element to Skrill. So therefore, we built a powerhouse of advisors so that we can make this app even better. So we have Paul, who is the current CMO of Hong Kong Esports, who used to be the GM of Rovio in China, and also the CEO of Being2, which is a gaming platform in China. And as well as we have Alex, who is the current director of EA Sports, and also he used to be a PM of Starbucks in China, as well as the CEO of SNS Plus. And finally, we have Bolton Seal, is a VP of SoftWorld, which is one of the biggest gaming platforms in Taiwan, and is also involved with international giants such as Samsung and Naver. Now, during the past 6 months, after launching after 6 months, we've already signed up for about 500 merchants in Taiwan alone, mostly in Taipei City, and that is around 15% of the market share in such a short period. We're already working with Sunny Bank right now in Taiwan, and we're in the talks with Moxxers as well as Uber Eats, and we're also negotiating some deals with China Trust Bank as well as Mega Bank, as well as the Venetian in Macau. Users really love us. During this very, very short time, we've already driven 1.5 million, $1.5 million worth of revenue to all the merchants on our platform. And that is only from our prototype, our beta version. Now we're already in MOX, and we have already closed an angel fund round of 600,000 being committed by SOSV and Venus City, as well as Extreme Innovations, to take this app into the next phase. So we will be going into other regions such as Singapore over here, Malaysia, and Indonesia, and rest of Southeast Asia. Now, we're looking for 1.5 million for this round. Of course, it's a pre-A round, in order to make this app even better, so that more users and we have more traction for everybody to use, both for the merchants as well as for the users. Now, if you're really interested in what we do and would like to learn more about us, we're right behind there, and let's see if we can add some more muscle to our team. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Absolutely, love it. All right, everybody. Next up on stage, it's again an absolute pleasure, and please make some noise for Cash5. Woo, Cash5.
Okay. Good afternoon, Singapore. Nice to meet you all. My name is Hee-Won Kim, CEO of Cash5. Now, internet access is a necessity for people all over the world, just like food, water, and electricity. Without mobile data, you can talk to your friend, buy some product, do your job, or even hunt Pokemon. So, everyone needs data, but many can't get it because carrier, telecom, mobile data plan is too expensive, out of reach. Let's meet Cindy. Cindy is a college student living in Surabaya in Indonesia. She can afford mobile data plan because it's too expensive for her. She's like 94% of mobile users in Indonesia who are using prepaid mobile data and worried about how much they are spending and running out of credits. In fact, In fact, more than 90% of mobile users in Indonesia, India, Thailand, and Philippines use prepaid mobile data. So we believe Wi-Fi is the cheapest and the easiest way to provide mobile data with almost 100% reach. But the problem is, Wi-Fi hotspots require username and password. Moreover, Wi-Fi hotspot owners don't want to share their network and access to public. What if Wi-Fi hotspot owners share their network and access to people like Cindy? What if Cindy use and connect Wi-Fi easily and automatically? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to introduce you Cash5. Cash5 is a mobile application helping users connect and use Wi-Fi freely and automatically in return for watching ads. And it also rewards Wi-Fi hotspot owners with revenue share. Cash5 solves Cindy's network access problem. Okay, this is how Cash5 works. If you run and open the application, you can see the list of the hotspots around you. If you want to connect one of the Wi-Fi in here, just simply touch it. You don't have to type or copy and paste the password or username. If you want to share the hotspots, just touch it. and type the password of it. It's that easy. The more users use your hotspot, the more points you will get. And the points you got in the CashFi, you can redeem the points. So we provide gift card and more cash. And last but not least, CashFi is automatic. We provide automatic function on the settings on the CashFi. So if you want to connect Wi-Fi runs automatically, just simply activate the function. It's that easy. You don't have to anything. You don't have to do any additional actions to connect it. CashFi stands apart for 3 reasons. First, CashFi is automatic. As you see on the screen, you don't have to anything to connect Wi-Fi around you. Second, CashFi is gamified to earn points for users and hotspot owners. And third, CashFi pays. CashFi shares the revenue with users and hotspot owners. Our target markets are mobile first and mobile only countries around the world. We are starting in India, Indonesia, Philippines, and Thailand first. The number of mobile users in these 4 countries is more than 400 billion people. And we are focusing on younger users, ages 15 to 24, which number is more than 72 million. And in terms of the economic benefit and the convenient connection, we are much better than other global competitors, including Facebook. And we are the perfect team for Wi-Fi business. And to realize this, I am the CEO of the CashFi, and I'm the serial entrepreneur who built a location-based mobile solution powering the largest beauty store application in Korea. And all of our team members worked together previously, and we built the largest Wi-Fi ad platform in Korea with over 1.7 million monthly active users. And we are joined by our 2 advisors. But they also invested in our company. Mr. Kim is head of the leading fintech center in Korea, and Mr. Lee is the CEO of one of the leading mobile advertisement companies in Korea. They helping us with points economy with fintech and mobile advertisement. Wi-Fi application business model has already proven in China. The largest one has a valuation more than $1 billion and over 900 million users. Last week, we launched our application in CashFi on Google Play Store in 18 countries and 6 languages. And guess what? We have partnered with MOX to take CashFi to 160 million people on MOX ecosystem. We are starting in India, Indonesia, Philippines, and Thailand first. And we firmly believe, as I told you before, internet access is a human right. It's a necessity for people all around the world. To realize this, we are raising $300,000 with 75,000 committed by our lead investor, SOSV, and 2 angel investors. If you're interested in CashFi and join our great journey, please find me over that booth, CashFi booth. Thank you very much.
Amazing. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Free Wi-Fi for everyone. All right. Our next speaker comes from Taiwan. They're an incredible team. Please bring some energy to the stage for Big O. Big round of applause. Come on, Big O.
Thanks, Ryan. Price is the most important fact in every consumer purchasing decision. Across South Asia and India, the consumer don't know they are paying the best price, worst price, or somewhere in between. Meet Maria, Maria is a mother of 3 in family. Maria just got her new cell phone. She's using it to watching her favorite TV series, but the phone battery dies quickly, so she wants to buy a new power bank for their phone. She goes to a local market, they have a bunch of smartphone dealers, but Maria still don't know if they are getting a good price. Maria is not alone, she is a 270 million smartphone user in South Asia who using their phone to go to the internet. Maria still buys things offline, but she wants to shop with confidence, knowing they are getting a good price. Introducing BigGo. BigGo is a product search engine that allows the consumer like Maria search any product name. From the power bank to the motor scooter, we can find a bunch of price from multiple online vendors. BigGo enables users to search from every channel, every vertical, and every market, so they can shop with confidence that they get the good price. Introducing our BigGo apps. BigGo apps is more faster than the usually HTML. And user can easily input whatever she wants to buy to the bar. We give you an accurate suggestion, so you don't have to type them all. And you can easily share a result with your friend. Nail down your search result. And we provide multiple price and vendor, so you can easily target your product and follow it. If the price is changing, we notify and tell you the lowest price. So with BigGo, you can always shop with confidence. I'm Kevin, I'm CEO of BigGo. I'm also a search engine engineer at BigGo. We are a company based on engineering. 5 years ago, I co-founded the first web with Kimo's CEO Lu Dawei, and together we built Phoebe, which now is a top 40 popular website in Taiwan. After I leave, I built a 10 vertical search engine using the core technology from BigGo. When I was younger, I managed Taiwan's biggest BBS from Moxxers BBS. And I also create the first cryptocurrency mining pool in Taiwan. And also helped to create a famous computer board. It's called Banana Pi. It's actually pretty famous. Yeah. Our co-founder, Tyson. Tyson is a cloud computing expert and our SEO master. Louis is machine learning expert and previously in Foxconn she built a smart office in Foxconn. She is also a chair of the OpenStreetMap Taiwan Association. BigGo launched 11 months ago. Nowadays we have 6 million unique users in Taiwan per month in Taiwan, and 220,000 unique users per day. Our users love us. 61% users are return visitors. Less than a year, we have more than 30 customers. They pay us for advertisement and sales commitment. Those numbers are still increasing. And we got revenue. Less than a year, we make around $280 US, and we got our profit at first month. We are now in the Taiwan Alicia 100, and join the MOX program. We sign up with a big e-commerce store in South Asia, the Lazada. And earlier of this month, we launched our Thailand BigGo. So we are really driven the money in Thailand. In the end of this year, we're gonna conquer the whole South Asia. By next year, we will change the shopping behavior all around the world. So, although we are already profitable, but we are still raising for $1 million to build our team and support our South Asia expansion. We are making the next big thing. So if you want to go big with us, come to talk to us at the booth. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Kevin. That was fantastic. All right, everybody. It is, again, my absolute pleasure to invite the next startup up onto the stage for you to hear their story. Please put your hands together for YouLike. Come on, YouLike, right up here.
Hi everybody, my name is Jeremy Azulay. I'm the CEO and founder of YouLike. There are over 2 billion people like Kim in emerging markets. She interacts every day with internet using her smartphone, not a PC. She spent an entire month's salary to pay for her smartphone. That doesn't leave her that much to pay for her favorite apps, to pay for her phone bills. What's the point of having a smartphone if you cannot use it on the go to do whatever you like? Kim, like every one of us here, we check our phone more than 150 times a day. That's every 7 minutes. Kim, she's unlocking her phone every day. She's checking the news every day. She's downloading apps every day. She's watching videos every day. Kim's smartphone usage makes money for someone, but just not for her. Kim, she actually gets 0 financial benefit from the money she generates. But Kim, she wants more, like all smartphone users. 71% of the users want already to interact with the content in order to reduce their phone bills. Price decisions are very hard for Kim, like for all smartphone users. There are no guarantee she will buy and interact again with the same brands. Kim, she's not a loyal user. This creates a big problem for the other side of the market, for mobile companies like phone brands, telecoms, and apps. They are struggling to make money with users like Kim. Most of the money generated by users like Kim is taken away by giants like Google and Facebook. This creates too much competition. The market is on fire. What if users like Kim can cash in on their phone usage to get a cheaper phone, to get free phone bills, to get free currency for our favorite apps? What if mobile companies like telecoms, phone brands, and apps could drive user loyalty and can make more money from their users around the world? What if a solution could benefit both sides of the market at the same time? YouLike is that revolutionary solution. YouLike is a mobile platform where mobile companies like telecom, phone brands, and apps can reward their users for simply using their smartphone. Here is a demo of how it works. This is Kim right now. She's simply interacting with her smartphone. This is the app that we provided to our partner. Now she's getting into the interaction hub of the app. She's interacting with the brand. She's now going to receive some targeted content like promo and offers specifically targeted to her on her lock screen. Whenever she's going to simply unlock her phone as usual, as she would do it every day, she's earning points. She can earn also more points by sharing the app, by downloading some apps like she would also every day, by watching some videos. All those actions, those daily routine actions, are making her earn some points that she can then redeem for rewards from our partners, like free data, discount on the phone bills. All these ways for her to interact with her phone are making her finally earn something. And now she's interacting with her brand. mobile companies that partner with Ulight get big benefits. Ulight unlock new revenue streams and recurring revenue. We increase the profit per users. Ulight also improve loyalty with the recurring rewards from our partners. Finally, Ulight improve engagement with quality targeted content. Our business model is very simple. We generate revenue from different revenue streams that we pack up in the same product that we license to our partners. Then we should do a rev share with our partners, with our distribution partners, who then, after, redistribute some of it in the form of free data, discounted phone bills, even cheaper phone to their users. So it's a win-win model. The market size, Ulight market size. The market spending hit $100 billion in 2016. Some of it will become Ulight revenue. There are over 2 billion Android smartphone users in 2017. 2 billion potential customers for Ulight. 40% of mobile companies are desperate to find new ways to make money from users like him. They envision mobile advertising as a main source of revenue within the next 5 years. Ulight is that perfect solution to solve their problem. The market landscape. Ulight is the best player positioned on the market because we have deep understanding of users' needs thanks to our test launch. And we also partner, thanks to our partnership with mobile companies like telecom, phone brands, and apps. We have access to millions of users with zero acquisition costs. Not only is the right timing and the right market, but we are live and we make revenue. Now let me introduce you to the team that is behind Ulight. I'm the CEO and founder. I have worldwide business experience. At the age of 22, I was managing a team of 15 people here in Singapore and also in Hong Kong. Ulight is my second startup. This is our team of technical experts that are based in Tel Aviv and that are developing our products and technology. Traction and key metrics. We have launched our beta both in Philippines recently and in France 12 months ago that help us to understand the user's needs, to improve retention, and to prove sustainable revenue. Based on that traction, we have signed 3 partnerships with mobile companies. 1 telecom in France, 1 app developer with users active in US, UK, Canada, and India, and 1 phone brand with worldwide users. 2 of the partnerships that we signed will drive us over 200,000 users over the next year. Our monthly average revenue per user so far is $3. Yes, $3 per user per month. Now imagine this number multiplied by millions of users. Our model works and can be replicated. We won the Best AdTech Award by Publicis Group at the Viva Technology event in Paris. We are now collaborating with Publicis. We joined MOX to tap into this ecosystem of mobile apps, phone brands, telecoms. With 160 million users, we're now doing some test launch with them in India, in Thailand, in Brazil, in Russia, in all those emerging markets. We also are now in discussion with big market players all around the world, like telecom, phone brands, and apps that are interested by our products and technology. Everything that you saw, we succeeded to do it with limited resources. Now, to grow Ulight fast and to position ourselves as a major market player, we are looking to close our second round of investment. We are raising $2 million to support our global expansion. We already have $340,000 committed. Now, join us to bring the value back to both mobile companies and smartphone users. Thank you for your attention.
Amazing. All right. right, guys, let's keep the energy going. We got 3 more startups coming at you guys. Next on stage is another incredible startup that I am absolutely excited to present on stage. Please, can we give a round of applause as we welcome Tomoto up to the stage. Big round of applause. Woo!
Internet celebrity in China market will reach 50 billion US dollar. In Southeast Asia and India are also very popular. But why don't they make money like the Chinese do? Meet Taga. He is a Taiwan popular YouTuber. He makes a lot of great video and share to his friends. He has more than 1 million fans and growing. But Taga doesn't make money. Why? Because Facebook and Instagram doesn't share revenue with him. Facebook and Instagram are designed to grow your fans, not make money. It doesn't matter how famous you are. The platform keep all the money. Today, I am more happy to present Tomoto. Tomoto gives the internet celebrity their own mobile app. They can engage their fans, share their life, and make money through sponsorship and e-commerce. If you are fans, you want to follow your superstar all the time, just download our Celebrity Tomoto app. We provide celebrity exclusive content and latest video. You can check your celebrity in Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. You can buy live sticker. You can watch blog. You can buy online product like a t-shirt. It is all in one app. With the Tomoto app, like Taga, they can monetize in many ways. They can integrate e-commerce. They can place advertisement and make money. They can provide subscription, content, and much more. Our celebrity can engage their fans and make money at the same time. So, how are we doing? On the Taga app, one single post, we receive more than 100,000 comments. We have a product market fit. Internet celebrity is a huge market. The Wall Street Journal estimates the number of YouTube, Facebook, Instagram celebrity in Southeast Asia will reach 1.5 million with 1 billion new fans. My name is Jacob. I have 50 years experience media and e-commerce. I have launched 4 products and 100,000 of users. My best partner, Danny, he used to work with more than 50 celebrities. Tomoto launched 5 months ago. We have already signed 3 top-tier internet celebrities from Taiwan. We signed 我是马克, he is an illustrator, and Taga and Hao, they are YouTubers. They are all Taiwan top 10 internet celebrities. Fans love our Tomoto celebrity app. Our 30-day retention rate is 40%. Since we joined MOX, we have tripled total user to 120,000. We achieved this little market budget. Is the beauty of the total business model. Our celebrity promote the app to their fans and make sure they come back. We have started expanding from Taiwan to Southeast Asia. We are in Talk Channel 3, the second largest TV channel in Thailand. And we have signed with Thailand, the Billboard Asia Bank Talent Agency. Today, I'm very happy. This partnership opened up. We have 500 plus celebrities and 300 million fans. Today, we are here to raise $500,000 to funding our expansion. If you are interested in our business, please find us at the back, in the back. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Absolutely incredible. I love this team's work incredibly hard and all their passion all up here on stage. I absolutely love it. All right, guys, we are coming to the end of our day here and our pitches, but please make some noise and welcome Pixery back onto the stage. Pixery, come on stage. Woo!
Pooja is not like anyone in this room. In fact, you guys probably haven't met anyone like Pooja. She hails from the city of Warangal, which is one of the emerging tier 2 cities in India. She recently graduated with a degree in commerce and she's now taken up a sales job in a logistics firm. Pooja is young and she's got an entire life ahead of her. She works very hard and she enjoys spending time with her friends. And like every other millennial from her age, her life, her family, her friends and entertainment all come together in one place where she spends a lot of her time, her smartphone. Pooja has a lot of idle time during the day. You know those few minutes of free time when you're waiting for someone, when you're traveling to work, when you're between two meetings, or when you're just bored. And every time Pooja has those 2 minutes of free time, the first thing she does is to pick up her smartphone. But this is not the story of just Pooja. This is the story of millions of smartphone users across the world. They all have a lot of idle time during the day, and whenever they have this idle time, the first thing they do is to pick up their phone. Do you know how often an average user picks up their phone? It's 150 times a day. And did you know that almost 50% of these times, the phone is picked up without any intent? And what's the first thing that you see when you pick up your phone? You see this, the home screen. A screen that's ugly and a screen that never changes. In fact, if you do the math, you'll realize that an average person spends almost 1 full year of their lives on this home screen. We all spend a lot of time decorating and personalizing the different spaces where we spend our time. You know, we decorate our homes, we decorate and personalize our workspaces, we also decorate the insides of a car. So why not decorate our home screen? A screen which we see every time we pick our smartphone, and a screen where we spend almost 1 full year of our lives. I'd like to introduce you guys to Pixery. Pixery gives its users a beautiful and personalized experience right on their home screen every time you pick up your phone. And we do that using wallpapers. Wallpapers that are beautiful and wallpapers that are unique to you. In Pixery, every wallpaper is enriched with a story. And these wallpaper stories come from across the world through our global community of contributors as well as our editorial team. It could be a wallpaper story from a hidden street in Rome, or it could be an amazing fact about apples that you just didn't know. Or it could be a heartwarming story about a couple who just met in Paris and lived happily ever after. Some wallpaper stories could make you smile, some could make you laugh, and some could be just inspirational. It's easy to get started. Install the Pixery app and activate your wallpaper stories. Your home screen is now ready for use. You can simply do a two-finger touch on your home screen to change the wallpaper. You can now enjoy 15 new wallpapers every day without leaving your home screen. If there's any particular wallpaper that you like, simply double tap on your home screen and you can read the story behind it. You can scroll through the wallpapers easily, but if you're a person who's looking for more of your home screen, you can jump to an enhanced mode. Over here, you can swipe left to get a feed of content that's personalized especially for you. Or you can swipe left again to get a feed of products that you absolutely love. And the best part about all this is that you can get this whole experience personalized for you in a local language of your choice. We're going to start with Hindi, which is the national language of India, but tomorrow it could be Thai, it could be Bahasa, or it could be anything else. So why are we so excited about this? For the next 4 years, in India, there are going to be 500 million new smartphone users. And these users are all going to be local language users. The market is massive. Our users on Pixtree already spend 4 minutes a day on the home screen. So we're talking about 2 billion minutes per day. Just in India, the market that we're starting with. Pixtree stands apart for 2 key reasons. One, our wallpapers are enriched with stories, and they're not hidden inside some app. They're right on your home screen, the first screen that you see every time you pick up your phone. And second, we don't just throw ads at users. We give them great content, stunning wallpapers, and beautiful stories. Pixtree is differentiated, and we have the right team to make it big. My name is Karu, and prior to this, I led a team that conceptualized, built, and scaled a mobile ad product from $0 to $50,000 per day in less than 5 months. Our CTO Ajitesh is an always-on coder who's built 4 different apps and has multiple hackathon wins to his name. He also has a patent in networking systems and had the best technical paper for Samsung India in 2014. At Pixtree, we already have 2 provisional patents in place for our current product. We launched only in March of 2017, and we've seen some great traction since. Our retention numbers have increased by more than 60% since we've launched, and our retained users engage with Pixtree very often. We see that our wallpaper users engage with our content, 75% of our wallpaper users engage with our content every day, and these users engage with the wallpapers a lot. Over the last 2 weeks, we've got 14,000 new users through MOX. And these 14,000 users have engaged with our wallpapers 1 million times. That's 1 million wallpaper engagements from just 14,000 users in just 2 weeks. Great engagement and great retention form the fundamentals of monetization, and we've just begun to leverage that. Over the last 2 weeks, we launched our first feature of premium wallpapers, and we've seen that 40% of our users unlock these wallpapers. So unlocking of premium wallpapers becomes one of the key streams of monetization for us, and that's a stream we're going after right now. But tomorrow, you could wake up to a beautiful hot cup of coffee as your wallpaper in the morning, and guess what? It could be a sponsored wallpaper story coming from Starbucks. We're now ready to take Pixtree to the next level, and towards that, we're looking at raising $500 million of investment. We've already raised $150,000 through SOSV and through our angel investors. We are very excited about the home screen as we believe it's the single largest real estate on mobile and one that's largely untapped. If you're excited about the home screen as well as Pixtree, and you're excited about the possibility of touching millions of people every time they pick up their smartphone, please do reach out to us. Thank you so much.
Absolutely amazing. All right, guys, thank you so much. That was some incredible pitching by 6 teams here at MOX 3 Demo Day. One more time, let's make some noise and thank everyone who's came on stage. Thanks, guys. You guys are amazing. I'd also like to spend time to thank everybody here. You guys are fantastic. It's so important to us to be here in Singapore, to have our network here with us, working and talking with our startups. And it's something that is important to us, and I know all the startups. So, last, I'd like to give the mic back to William Balbine, our Managing Director, to help us understand and say thanks to everybody here. So, here you go. Cheers.
I keep this short, but thank you very much. We are trying to do a very big thing here. We're trying to provide an alternative for startups around the world to reach down into Southeast Asia, to India. These startups solve problems for users, maybe not like you, but for the 4 billion users around the emerging markets. They're mobile first, they're mobile only, They want to beautify their home screen. You know, they want to lower their smartphone bill. They want to engage with news, not just in English, but in their home language. And you can tell by the retention numbers, 40% 30-day retention, that the users love these apps. So we're looking forward to spreading them to our 160 million users over the next few months and few years. And I hope you can join us on that journey. Thanks a lot.
All right, guys, last but not least, the time after this is going to be networking and meeting all the startups. Each one of these startups has a booth behind you. Please go over there, talk to them, meet some startups, find some interesting things, and thank you guys one more time. Thank you for coming to MOX Demo Day Batch 3. Woo! Yeah! Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Hey, video. Yeah, it's cool to see
Yeah, Shanghai, Shenzhen, Taiwan, and now we have two seats in Singapore at Yukko. It's based here
Thanks guys for being on the live stream. Really appreciate it. Cheers.